So my practice focuses on corporate commercial litigation. I also dedicate a portion of my practice to public law and constitutional law matters, which I do mostly pro bono. I came to litigation quite naturally. For a long time, I've been interested in developing and making arguments, public speaking, creative problem solving, and for me, litigation was a natural fit. Teamwork is a fundamental part, from my perspective, of the practice of law. Our problems that we get asked by clients to solve are sophisticated and complicated, and no one person is going to be able to solve those problems on their own. And so working in a team is important. I've had many opportunities to work with teams as a team member, as a leader of a team. And for me, it's both a rewarding experience and the best way to get good results for clients. The practice of law for me has always been very meaningful. I think it's for two reasons. The first is that it has given me a very important intellectual output. The law is intellectually demanding, and it allows me to exercise that part of myself in a meaningful and robust way. The second is that the practice of law and legal training has given me skills that are critical for helping others. In my practice, it's helping our clients on a daily basis. But even beyond that, it's helping those who don't have the opportunity to access the legal system or justice system on their own. From my perspective, there are two major challenges facing the profession, amongst others, but I would say from my perspective, there's two. The first is experience. Young lawyers have a very difficult time getting meaningful experience early on in their careers. And experience is a critical part to a lawyer's development. So what I've tried to do and my firm has tried to do is try to encourage young lawyers to find and create opportunities for themselves. Oftentimes that's through pro bono practice, soliciting or finding or working for individuals who don't have the means to retain representation on their own, but have valid legal complaints, valid legal concerns that deserve to be adjudicated in a court of law. And so that provides an outlet for young lawyers to not only do positive work that's meaningful for society as a whole, but also give them opportunities that they wouldn't necessarily have in their day-to-day work. The second challenge is mentorship. Mentorship is a critical part of development of lawyers. And it's hard these days to find good mentors. And that's not because there aren't any good mentors around. I think it's because the nature of our business has developed such that mentorship just hasn't risen to the top of the priority list. And so it's hard to grasp and find people to give guidance, to help young lawyers develop and give them advice from time to time. And so I do my best to keep my door open, to be approachable, and to act as a sounding board for young lawyers when they have real problems, issues in their practice, balancing their practice versus their personal life, and just to be there for them to help give them that guidance. So one pro bono mandate comes to mind as being particularly noteworthy for me. A few years ago, I acted for an association comprised of parents of students with dyslexia. And they retained me to intervene in a case before the Supreme Court of Canada dealing with accommodating students with severe learning disabilities. And so that was meaningful for a number of reasons. I mean, first, appearing in the Supreme Court of Canada was a thrill. On top of that, the case was of significant importance to not only my client group, but to parents across the country and to public education as a whole. And the outcome of that case has been quite significant for groups of people facing with severe learning disabilities, with children with severe learning disabilities. So that was meaningful as well.